Charles Dickens first published A Christmas Carol in 1843, and it only took a few months before the first adaptation of the work would take place, in the form of a stage play in February 1844. Then when film was introduced in the late 19th century, it didn't take long before A Christmas Carol would move to a whole new medium. In 1901, Scrooge was released, condensing the 80-page novella down to 6 minutes and 20 seconds of film. Because of the need to convey lots of content despite the film being silent, this was also the first film to include intertitles. You know, the text they used to have in old silent movies. This is the very first film to do that. Only around half of the film has survived to this day and is preserved in the British Film Institute. Then 1916 saw the first full-length film adaptation called The Right to be Happy. The film clocked in at 55 minutes and required 5 different reels of film. This film is unfortunately considered completely lost, with no copies being saved. In 1923, the very first radio adaptation of the story was produced for BBC Radio. 1928 had the first Scrooge who could speak, utilising the new technology allowing for films to have sound. That'll never catch on. In 1944, we got the first version broadcast on television, in which a live television adaptation was broadcast by Dumont's New York station WABD. 1962 saw the first animated film being released, being both an adaptation of A Christmas Carol and of a popular cartoon Mr. Magoo. It was also apparently the first Christmas animated special to be made especially for television. Although Gumby had a Christmas episode 2 years prior to this, and it had Scrooge in it as well, so I don't know if it really counts. This was, however, the start of pre-established fictional characters taking on the role of the characters in the book, or just straight up parodying them in a lot of cases. And there have been a lot of those since, including Beavis and Butthead, Blackadder, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Sweet Life on Deck, The Jetsons, Ghostbusters, American Dad, Thomas the Tank Engine, Chucklevision, My Little Pony, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and so many more.
Danny?
Yeah?
I'm going to go and throw apples. Do you want to come with me?
Nope, I'm editing.
You sure?
Yes.
Alright then, you're lost.
Fine.
Can we shut the door?
Yes. 1970 saw the first musical version with the film Scrooge. In 1983, Disney adapted the story using Mickey Mouse. Although, contrary to popular belief, this wasn't the introduction of the character Scrooge McDuck, as he was first created all the way back in 1947. Then there's Scrooged in 1988, a modern retelling of the story, meaning the story would now no longer have to be stuck in the Victorian era. 1992 had probably the greatest adaptation with A Muppet's Christmas Carol. This is one of the few adaptations to have an actor playing Charles Dickens himself, well, an actor playing a Muppet playing a character playing Charles Dickens. Which meant this is also one of the most faithful adaptations, as Charles Dickens narrates the story, reading full passages of the book.
Danny?
Yeah?
I'm just going to go and urinate. I don't know if you wanted to come and watch.
No.
Sure?
I'm still editing, okay? So just...
Oh, okay. See ya.
Bye. In 1994, the Flintstones did a version in which the characters were performing an in-universe play of A Christmas Carol, which just makes no sense to me. How does Christmas even exist in prehistoric times? They don't even call it a Rockmas Carol, it's straight up just A Christmas Carol. In the year 2000, to usher in the new millennia, we got one of the weirdest versions I remember seeing as a kid. A version starring Ross Kemp as a loan shark.
You think I like being me? I hate being me.
2003 saw the first version which starred Gary Coleman. There was a Sesame Street adaptation in 2006 starring Oscar the Grouch. Also in 2006 we got Bah Humduck, A Looney Tunes Christmas, a full-length film starring the Looney Tunes. This wasn't the first time the Looney Tunes would adapt the story, however, as an 8-minute short called Bugs Bunny's Christmas Carol was released in 1979. It also wasn't the last, as it'd be adapted again by the Looney Tunes in 2012.
Did you want to come look at the elderly?
No, I don't.
You sure?
Yes. I'm still editing. Do you remember that video we made yesterday? I'm still editing it, okay? So just...
It's taking you a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it will do.
I'll see you later then.
Bye.
Bye.
In 2009, Robert Zemeckis made the first motion capture animated adaptation of A Christmas Carol, starring Jim Carrey. In 2012, we got the first gay adaptation of A Christmas Carol, called Scrooge and Marley, in which the story is retold through the perspective of a gay Ebenezer Scrooge. In 2017, there was a film called The Man Who Invented Christmas, about Charles Dickens writing the story of A Christmas Carol and being visited by the characters in it. This year in 2022, we saw Netflix release an animated musical version and Apple TV release a different musical called Spirited. Spirited is an even more modern take on the story, dissecting it in a very meta way to answer the question of exactly how the story could work, with the ghost working at an agency whose job it is to change people for the better. Oh my god, what?
What?
Oh, jeez, what happened to you?
Died, didn't I?
You died? I only saw you 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, through lack of attention, really.
Oh, jeez, are you alright?
Yeah, been worse. Bumped into a few people. It's not too bad, you know. Seen Hitler. Who was the other one? Bruce Forsyth was knocking about. It's been worse. I'll tell you what, though. I've invited 3 people round.
Round here? Not round here.
Yeah, round here, yeah. Yeah, there'll be there 3 of them. I mean, they'll be here about 12. So be ready.
Uninvite them. Tell them they're not coming.
Well, how am I going to uninvite the dead? Get the nibbles out. They'll be round at 12. Be there.
What?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
Louis? What the hell are you doing?
Louis? Who's this Louis? Like I said, I'm the ghost of Christmas past. Shh, it actually is me.
I'm trying to sleep. Do you know what time it is?
Look, we've got to go and see the past. So, come with me. Let's go.
Well, what? Why?
Don't question it. We're going, alright? Right, now, come on up you get. Come on up you pop. Come on. Let's go.
She's here, isn't she?
Oh, hang on. What a coincidence. Gosh, I never dreamed you'd be here.
Sammy.
So a while ago, I put a filter on.
Oh, boiling under it. You alright?
Where are we?
Well, you know that bit where I said we're going to the past, and then we teleported, and now we're here? Where do you think we are? Put 2 and 2 together. Work out, look at that little rump there, watching the telly.
That's me.
Well, yeah, that's you.
But you can't see me. What about paradoxes and that?
It's a good point. I haven't thought about that. Do an accent or something.
Howdy, partner.
The worst accent I've ever heard.
I don't know. I'm not American.
Well, have you learnt a lesson? Or something? No metaphors.
Huh?
I don't know. Right, come with me.
So where are we now then?
Where do you think we are? Look at me. What do I look like?
Christmas present.
Yeah, it's obvious. That's obviously what I mean, it's the best I could do.
Right.
But you see him over there?
Yeah.
Who's that?
It's you passed out drunk on the sofa again.
Well, not passed out. Dead. Overdid it this time, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
It's Christmas. Fancied a few. Overdid it. Remember that bit upstairs where I came up and I said, oh, I died? And you went,
The ghost of it.
yeah. And when I said, oh, I died, and you went, yeah. No concern at all. You just went along with it. Remember that bit? Yeah. So,
You did this.
What is happening?
what, have you learnt anything?
No, what? But you're drunk?
We're going to need one more. To the future!
So now where are we?
Well, where do you think? So we've done the past, we've done the present.
Oh, future.
Yeah, that's the one.
Robots.
Robots, yeah, it's all I can think of, really. Well, look around you. What do you see?
Terminator 2.
Yep.
So is this not supposed to be my future? Where am I? Am I in Terminator 2?
So you learned anything?
Well, no, it's... No.
Well, I'm all out of ideas. So,
What, we're just stuck in Terminator 2 now?
looks like it.
Fine, I've learned my lesson. I'm
Alright.
going to be good.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to be good. Can I go home now?
Yeah, why not?
Obviously, I didn't get anywhere close to talking about all the other hundreds and hundreds of versions of A Christmas Carol. but I would recommend checking out a film from 2016 called 1200 Ghosts, which is a supercut of 400 different adaptations of a story all mushed together, showing just how many versions of a story exist. Including, I guess, the one I've just made, so add that to the pile. That's it, this is the end of my Christmas Advent marathon thing. And it's been really fun to make, but also really, really exhausting to get out a different video each day for you guys. But if you have bothered to check out even a few of those videos, then I do really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, Merry Christmas, and I'm going to go have a lie down. See you all in the new year.
Lily.
Yeah.
A full sound.